I don't even know where to start, guys. We had so many freaking stocks moving today, so many great opportunities, and I butchered literally all of them, and I still somehow managed to finish $3,900 something profit on the day. Absolutely insane. I gotta talk about some of this stuff, guys. Probably the most exciting stock today was Htzgq, and this is one that I've talked about for a long time. I've been trading, it's been in my daily watch list pretty much every single day, but today they finally announced that they had a buyer, I guess, to buy them out of their bankruptcy, and oh my goodness. I mean, it was crazy big news. The stock went up like 50% today, and there was a lot of room to profit on this thing. I left so much on the table, it's not even funny, but you know, still made some decent money, and if I'm making nearly $4,000 in a day, I really should not be complaining. But I know I can do better, so hopefully by analyzing the charts in this video, I will be able to help you guys perform better in the future, and I can review some of my trades and figure out where I went wrong and how I can be better in the future. So yeah, let's look at some of these charts, guys, because seriously, so many things are moving, and I'm really excited because OTC land is actually heating up a lot again. So let's do it. All right, guys, so I'm here at my laptop, and I just wanted to quickly show you the chart for TAWNF today. Apparently, they decided to put off, I guess, the vote for whether or not the Thai government is actually going to take over this company and help get it out of bankruptcy. Something like a week. Don't quote me on that. Definitely look it up yourself. But for that reason, the chart basically, it just died today, which honestly, I don't think is a bad thing, because I think this is just giving it more room to run when it actually does have that news come out. So I'm keeping this on high watch for whenever that does come out, because this thing can absolutely run, and it has a lot of green candles in a row normally when it starts running. So honestly, I'm grateful for this pullback. Again, you don't buy something like this and just hold it. It finished down like, what, 50% on the day or something like that. So this is not the type of stock that you want to buy and hold, because it can fade off to zero, because it's bankrupt, etc. But I'm excited to see what happens when that news actually comes out. So I'm keeping this one on my radar. Now, to look at Htzgq, guys, this stock went absolutely insane today. Just spiked straight up at open, and we had some people banking on it in the Discord right at open. It consolidated a little bit, ripped through again, and I don't think I really traded it too much in here, maybe a little bit on some of these dip buys, but ultimately, the real area that was great was right here. So it was consolidating, and then it just went sideways, perfectly sideways, no ups, no downs, perfectly sideways, and I was thinking, all right, when this thing breaks out, it's going to be a great buy. And then they actually released some news right here, you know, saying that I guess the shareholder payout to swell as, I don't know, independent investment firms, Knighthead Capital Management and Centaurus Management were the winning bidders for the control of the bankrupt company after a fierce competition drove up the expected payout for shareholders. Pretty crazy, man. So the winning offer provides an estimated distribution of close to $8 a share for the company's shareholders. And guys, I'm not sure how this works. I'm really not sure how this works, because in my opinion, if someone's getting $8 a share for holding this company, you would think that the price would go straight to $8 a share, because that is the fair value for it if it's about to be bought out for that. So I'm not sure if people just didn't read this closely enough, or if that's not actually what it means. If you have more insight than me, please drop a comment down below letting me know what you think about that $8, I guess, buyout price. But if that is anywhere near accurate, this thing could easily see a big spike at open. You know, I mean, it probably sees a gap up at some point. I'm not sure. Maybe it gaps down. It is up a lot, guys. That's why I did not overnight it. But it could see a big gap up, rip past this this 6.2 area, and go on to, I mean, go towards that $8 mark, which is what that news article says. So I'm going to be looking for that. This is probably my number one watch at open. There were actually no shares to short today, but it was a better day to long this stock than to even short it. Now, something I do want to keep in mind is this right here, this resistance at 625. So it pretty much rejected right before it hit there, and then came back down. So that's going to be a big breakout area that we're looking for. You can see there was a lot of volume on that day, like what, 500 million volume on that day. So that's pretty insane, and I'm watching to see if it can break over that, because if it does, it should see a pretty nice breakout and a continued run, especially if this news travels around and that $8 price target is anywhere near accurate. So this is by far my number one watch for tomorrow. Again, guys, these are dangerous stocks that are up a lot. It's a bankrupt company. It is being bought out, but there's a lot of potential to lose if you just buy this thing and hold it. So you got to be careful. Also, random thing I want to say, if I ever comment giving you my phone number and telling you to contact me over WhatsApp, that is a scammer. I will never give out my phone number. There's a lot of fake bots that make fake profiles of me, the laptop legend. They steal my profile picture and then they respond to you guys. So that will never be me. If you ever see a bot like that, if you ever see me commenting to someone and saying, hey, contact me via WhatsApp, just comment and reply like saying fake bot so that other people don't fall for that, because some people have fallen for that and then they get mad at me when it's not me. So just keep that in mind, guys. I would appreciate your help if you ever see those. All right, let's move on. So many stocks we got to get to today. I just want to talk about some of the breaking news plays. NIHK, I called this one out in the Discord, made some good money on this one, and this is just one of the many breaking news plays that I like to have on my watch list because sometimes it puts stuff out and it goes on a nice little run. So that's one. KNOS, this had some news right here, spike up, but pretty immediate die, and the spread was pretty big, so I didn't make anything on this one. I actually lost like 20 bucks because of this red candle right here, but this is just another one I like to keep on the watch list. Let's see, SWRM. This one had a press release today. I think it was right here. I made some good money on this stock, and I could have dip bought it probably down here and then tried to wait for that, but I didn't have the patience for it because sometimes these charts just look like KNOS, so it spikes up and then it ends up going below where it was when the PR came out. So I didn't know if that was going to happen with SWRM or not, but we'll see. They're talking about, I guess, something about Dogecoin, and obviously, that's hot right now, so that's why this saw a nice little spike here. This was some nice gains right here. Let's see what else. All right, so GOFF. This is one I need to put on your radar because this is a George Sharp custodianship play. And apparently someone knew that because it was running up towards the end of the day yesterday and then up in here a little bit. When he tweeted about it to announce it, this thing spiked up immediately. For whatever reason, I missed this freaking play. I'm very mad at myself because I had my Twitter notifications on, but I somehow didn't notice this. And because of that, I didn't see it till here. And at this point, most of the opportunity was gone. So I didn't really make anything on this play. But, if I'd caught it a little bit sooner, I would have made probably thousands of dollars on this. So this is another opportunity that I butchered, but it has the potential to run a lot more. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, it's just been kind of ramping up. Crazy how high these things can go. So I'm looking for some continuation on this one. And, as always, he always throws out those other ticker names. WRIT, this one is down a decent amount from where he was calling it out. So it may have found a base. Maybe he tweeted about it today after hours, along with the other ones. So it may see a spike up. Not sure. Same thing. GVSI, MEIL. I think that was the other one. So I'm just going to be looking at these. All right. So GGII, guys. This had actually some filings that posted last night, so it actually did gap up and see a spike at open, but then it just died and broke down, went into some panics, but it was pretty choppy, man. Very tough to catch the bottom. I did make some decent money on some of these, but some of these fills were pretty hard, so I didn't make a ton of money on this, and some of the sells, again, were insanely slow, and this is pretty normal, guys. I mean, again, we were expecting a red day after such an explosive breakout, 3 big green days in a row, so I don't know what happens tomorrow, honestly. Probably another red day, but maybe if they put out some news and it holds this, it could see, I don't know, it could see another run. I mean, if it breaks out past this, I mean, it was pretty well holding. Oh, come on, holding this, I guess downward channel pretty well, honestly. But I personally would just expect this to break down below 85 tomorrow morning, probably go into a morning panic. Again, there's no shares or short, so just look for panic dip buy on this one if it does end up doing that. So that's that one. Let's see. Those are kind of the main ones there. And then, okay, so we had some dip buys. NLST, this one went into a straight panic. I made some money shorting this. And then I made some money dip buying it, and then I made some money shorting it again. Had some nice opportunities in here. Definitely a nice play. Whenever you get something that sells off this much, I look to dip buy it. So, yeah, I mean, that's all this one was. Just a nice little dip buy. Let's see what else. All right, so some of the other ones that put out some news. Ltnc, this one put out some news, and I called this one out in the Discord as well. I tried to buy 500,000 shares at 3.1, didn't get filled. Tried to buy 500,000 shares at 3.3, and only got like 180,000, and ended up selling. I think I sold half like right here on this stupid candle, I think I sold half like right here, and I ended up selling the other half at like 348 right before this thing went on a massive run to like 448. So I missed like a penny a share on 100K share. I missed like $1,000 there, so that was really annoying. But is what it is, man. I did nail a short right at the top with small size because I can only short with small size on stocks this cheap. But you know, is what it is. Nice little short there. I'm not sure what this one's gonna do, honestly, but it's nice to nail those breaking news plays. You know, this was, you know, Manny Pacquiao and Ltnc. So I mean, you know, Manny Pacquiao's a big name. That's why I caused this big old spike. I just wish I could have gotten shares from a better entry, man, because it was a little choppy. But then it had a crazy amount of green candles in a row, and I couldn't chase, you know, up here, and I didn't think it was going to run up there, and then at that point just got choppy and faded on down. So a little bit frustrating, but you know, this is just one of those plays, guys. One of those plays where if you get in early, you can nail the news play for a lot of money. Let's see what else, guys. So many plays spiking up today. OZSC, this had a PR today. OZSC had a PR today, and that came out where 10:02, 9:02. Where did it come out? I don't even know. 10:02? I guess it came out at what, 10:02? It came out somewhere in here. It was already running up, so it might have come out like, I guess it was 10:02. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it came out midday, and it did see a nice little spike. I swear it was like right in this area. Yeah, 10:02. All right, yeah, so it saw an immediate spike right after. You guys can see 10:02. I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much. Yeah, 10:02. So the PR came out like right here. Not a huge change in volume, honestly, kind of surprising. But you know, I was able to make some decent money on this. I also had pretty big size on this. I'm not sure how many shares, several 100,000. So that was a nice one. You know, just I love these pops, guys. I love these pops. Another one that I had big size on was ILUS, and I butchered this one, guys. I mean, literally could not have butchered this one worse. I'm upset about it because I had like, I don't even know how many, like 400,000 shares, maybe 500,000 shares from, where'd it come out? From, I mean, literally, it came out right as it was at the low of day, guys. It came out 10:05. It came out right here. It came out right here. So I had like 500,000 shares from right here, and I sold most of them right here because it was sketching me out and not running higher. And then it goes and runs a ton higher. So I left a lot of money on the table here, probably like $2,000 or $3,000 on the table. So that's kind of annoying. This is a stock that I would ultimately like to swing, but I'm scared that it's going to break down under this 6 risk level. That's the only thing that I'm worried about because it still feels like it's being diluted. And apparently they just updated the share count and it's not being diluted, but I'm not sure that I buy that. I'm really not sure. So I guess we'll see. But this 6 level right here is like, kind of worried about that. Also, heads up, Mdmp. This cracked my risk level of 12.5, so I ended up cutting this one. I am officially out of my Mdmp swing. It may end up bouncing from here, guys, but if not, it's probably going to see a big, ugly red candle, and it's going to get gross. So I would, at this point, I'd rather just wait and you know, just see what happens. If it starts moving, then I'll trade it on that day. But until then, I'm out. I'm gone. I stopped out. So. That's pretty much it in terms of these OTCs, guys, except for Brgo. This was actually the craziest one, probably. I don't know why I forgot to call this out. So this is, you can see it's a former runner. And we actually saw this. Someone alerted this in the Discord, and they said it had some news where I think they got, what is it? Oh, gosh. The print on demand thing, like Bubble something. Oh, yeah, Gear Bubble. You can see right here. They wanted, I guess they're acquiring Gear Bubble, a global e-commerce fulfillment platform, and it was already gapping up in pre-market, so I was a little scared to take an entry. And I know right here it doesn't look scary, but I mean, if you zoom in and you don't know that these green candles are coming, like it was already gapping up a good amount, and I was considering buying like 1 million shares right here, but I didn't because I was scared that it was going to dump and I was going to lose, you know, $1,000. So I didn't want to do that, and it ended up literally just going ridiculously hard, pretty much. No, not pretty much. More than doubling, literally right at open. So if I bought right at open, I mean, it would have been insane. If I bought 1 million shares right at open, guys, I would have made like, I mean, you do the math. If I get filled at 8 and it goes, I probably would have made at least 5,000 on this stock. Probably at least 5,000. And then it went to run again right here. and I missed this dip buy entry, and then it just ran up a ton. So this was a very, very frustrating play for me, guys. But this had some great news that we called out in the Discord. So I'm sure someone made some good money on this in there. I just was not one of those people, and then it got choppy at the end of the day and came on back down. So man, these are the types of plays that really can grow your account, guys. I mean, it's literally doubled right at open. So man, I love OTC land. I really do. And man, it's great. Now the one Nasdaq that kind of went crazy today that I want to mention is CRIS. And this one, I mean, you can see it gapped up because it halted. I think it halted for a little bit there. So it had a gap up out of the halt and then continued to run, put in a high here, and then had some crazy consolidation that was like super, super clean. I mean, just like a ridiculously clean uptrend. And it looked like it was going to go on a crazy run when it broke out past 1650, but it rejected hard and then just absolutely dumped in after hours on the earnings. Apparently they had earnings. And shout out to Kenny, he made like almost 2,000, maybe 2,000 on this short right here in after hours, waiting for this thing to crack. So congrats to him. But just crazy, man, just crazy this chart. I think we had one other chart. I forget what it was. I know someone traded it on Twitter. Give me 2 seconds. I guess 3 seconds. Yeah, LHDX. That was the ticker. LHDX. There were a few people who made some really good money on this stock. So I mean, I didn't trade this, but this is a Nasdaq definitely worth keeping your eye on because it can definitely move. I mean, it literally was in a crazy downtrend and then got a ton of volume today. So, wow. I guess we'll see what happens. But wow. I want to check on RHE really quickly. Okay, so it's just kind of fading off at this point. This would probably be a decent fade if you just let it sit for like 2 weeks as a short, but I don't know. That's pretty much it, guys. There's just so much happening in OTC land that I had to make this video. Oh my gosh, I forgot one. INKW, guys. Literally, so many stocks moving. This one just started running right into close. I don't even know if there was news. I don't even know if there was news. I don't know what happened, but I guess I'll look for continuation, and if not, for a dip buy, and maybe their shares are short. But I mean, this thing it's bouncing hard, and it definitely has a long way to go. This is another one of those crazy stocks that came from 0001, guys. So many of those back in February from 0001 to above 10 cents. Absolutely crazy. I love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. All right, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, let's grow better together. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que tú por mí sientes.